No, go by Aaron Big Black Dude. I'm still playing this free YouTube music because why not? I found some hip hop shit though. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm home now in my room. It's pretty vacant. Gonna be moving soon. I don't know what to say. It's been a very crazy week or so since my last video. I tried to do some experiments that are pretty crazy. Um, Experiments in projecting myself out in the world more. I've realized that, you know, the saying that men are doers, it only means that to be a man, you have to do things. Being a man is an act. You know, an action or verbs are things that you do. There, sorry. And in my fridge, I need to get some of these. I just tried these today. These LaCroix waters, however you say it. Really good. So, yeah. You know, being a man is an action. And when you decide to move forward in life, you move forward in all things. Like, for example, I started saying polite things to everyone I know. If someone does something positive for me, I make it a conscious effort to tell them, thank you for doing XYZ. Thank you for doing XYZ because more people need to do this. I specifically tell them that, like, I do it because I wish more people did it. And this is the truth. It's probably the best version of the truth I got. But, so the experiment I've tried out recently is, I started blogging. It's not going to be on here ever. It's actually on a adult website. And, just throwing my ideas out there for, you would think, you know, if you're on an adult website with all sorts of types of people, all different walks of life, from transgendered to gay to masochist to people who like to be animals. Oh, this song is terrible. Mostly babies. I don't know why women have a baby fetish. Well, I have my ideas on that, but we're gonna play this terrible song, and it's gonna distract me a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh no, this is super bad. I don't know what this is, but this is gonna fuck me up for a second. We're just gonna skip a little more farther. Alright, that's better. Okay. The act of being a man and doing things. So, I was like, okay, I'm going to express my opinions in a very open, I thought, a very open environment, and see what happens. Like, just write stuff and throw it out there. And holy shit, my first post got at least, it's around the 600 mark in terms of comments. So I figured I'd deliver some of my commentary to you. You know, I mean, it was, how about I just read the headline and you decide for yourself why I got such a bad reaction. And it was, the title of it is, Women Not Respecting Real Men Is Our Fault, Fellas. Nice, right? You know, it's not, I'm putting the blame on us, which is true. The problems men experience with women is 100%, and this is actually one of the points of the videos I wanted to make. The problem with women that we have is 110% our fault as men. And I'll get into it a little bit. I mean, because I could talk about that for hours, but I'm just going to read what I wrote. Not the whole thing, just some snippets of it. And it started a little scathing, because that's just me. And it starts, the title once again is Women Not Respecting Real Men Is Our Fault, Fellas. And in the body of it is, let's get one thing straight right in the beginning. Men, any problem you've had with women is 100% positively our own damn faults. Men need to lead to take responsibility for our problems we have allowed to be created. I use the term men loosely here because most men today are absolute pussies. If we just trained our women better, we could eliminate our problems virtually overnight. In simple terms, we have to train these hoes. How are they going to know how annoying and dramatic and needy they really are if they get told by the TV box that they're all special snowflakes and are made of sugar and spice and everything nice? And if they just tame the beast, they can have the prince just as long as they look pretty. The women, I mean. They can get away with every dumb impulsive thought that comes to their head, just as long as they're pretty. I don't think women realize how much work us men have to do to get them to like us, which is true. We have to work our way up to the top of the corporate ladder, achieve financial responsibility, constantly plan for the future, work out, keep our balls groomed, stay interesting and funny and creative on the stupid holidays that you force us to celebrate. What do they do besides shave their lady balls? Not a goddamn thing. That was a little salacious. That's not true, obviously. I didn't know it was going to rile so many people up. Because in the beginning, I sort of put the blame on men, which is true. But then I just started pointing out shit about women. And I'm pretty sure that's where things got a little dicey for the 600 comments I got. And then I'm just going to finish writing. It's not that long, so I'm going to finish. Oh, maybe it's longer than I thought. So, and I'm going to go back to the point. The reason they can even get away with it because of pussy-ass men allow it. We have lost our own self-worth and values for what women have between their legs, that they give away flippantly at their own peril. Why? Because there's thousands of other guys who stalk their pages and promise them to be worshipped and lose all their self-worth. It takes balls to tell your woman that she's annoying you and being way too dramatic. Remember when men could tell women to shut the hell up? It wasn't nice, but it sure was efficient. We didn't have to constantly edit ourselves to pander to a woman's feelings. Fuck that. In a world full of seals and guppies, I'm a great white shark. I'm a lion. I speak my peace. And you know what? I'm happy. Women are relatively happy, but then again, what the fuck do they know about happiness? They can't be happy for more than 5 minutes before they have to start the next project or plans. We have to show them how to be happy, or stay weak and resentful men. You could put on some panties if you want to make women comfortable enough to fuck you, or get millions of tattoos to show you're edgy, and could have all the money in the world to give a woman the world. But how about you give them something they've never experienced? A true man's honest, unfiltered thoughts. Fuck editing yourself to them. Oh God. Oh. Let's listen to the song a little bit. People put shit like this out on YouTube. They're putting it in between the free songs, the free instrumentals, because they want to promote themselves. So they put out a free song, then put some of this garbage out. Which, I mean, I get, there's free promotion. You have to do what you can. They're giving someone something free, and then putting their stuff out, hoping they should listen to it. But it's obnoxious. It's super obnoxious. So I'm gonna try to skip this again. Jesus Christ. This is garbage. Let's go back to instrumental. Alright, back to the email, or the message I should say, or the writing, whatever you call this. I'm gonna restart the last paragraph. You could put on some panties if you want to make women comfortable enough to fuck you, or get a million tattoos to show how edgy you are. You can have all the money in the world to give a woman the world. But how about you give them something they've never experienced before? A man's true, honest, unfiltered thoughts. Fuck editing yourself to them. Let them understand us. Get them on our level. Purge them all the bullshit feminism is brainwashing them with. Because you show me a happy feminist, and I'll show you a fucking liar. We have to unlearn the bullshit the world is feeding us. And there it goes. Ends abruptly. And holy shit. I think I might just edit that and post that on here just as a little snippet. Just try something out. Again, just as experiments. I want to get better at, speaking to whatever audience might be coming, or, be strong enough to accept all the vitriol I got, because, or that I'm gonna get here eventually once people start noticing it. Oh, the first comment I got was, catchy title, too bad the body of this utter garbage. Couldn't agree less. And then I replied, I didn't expect anyone to. And then someone else put, leave the poor broken boy alone. He is used to it. He's referring to me. I'm the poor broken boy because I expressed my opinion. And then someone else put lady balls, LOL, because you get it, I put lady balls in there. And then I say, oh, here it comes. Someone said, replying to the lady balls, LOL, I'm guessing the lack of knowledge in that area is the direct reason he is living that Bible, whatever that means. And then I said, I'm living the best life I am right now. It's just gonna, I try to defend myself, but the onslaught. Someone said they're giggling at this. This hurts to read. If you can't extrapolate, if you can't extrapolate the words past the errors, because someone was putting it's hard to read. And I said, if you can't extrapolate the words past the errors, then it's a shame for you, not me. I write my raw thoughts out there, and I'm dyslexic, by the way, so deal with it or not. I don't care either way, but sorry, I'll be mindful in the future, possibly not. And I'm just gonna scroll all the way, just scroll randomly just to hear what people say. Some of us just want an equal partner, not a rock, not a sanctuary, because that implies women are weak and someone needs to support her. I got very few supporters. I got 600 comments and only 20 likes, so there was very few supporters there, which is fine. I expected the world to. Alright, I guess I'm going to talk about that. When you know you're saying something correct, when you're saying something righteous, the world will constantly lash out at you. Out of impulse. You have to understand what light does. Truth and light are the same thing, essentially. I mean, they're just words, but they all represent the same thing. It could, truth, the light, it shines things. Have you ever put a flashlight in someone's eye? Just do this real quick. Just pay attention to the first reaction they have. It's going to be, that's the face. And it's a micro reaction. It's you reacting before your brain can put everything else in place. It's you reacting on your base. Get out of here. That's what you want to do. Get that shit out of my face. When someone puts a light in your face. And then civility comes in before you punch them in the face, and then you stop yourself. And I've always I realized recently, I guess, that's an analogous to how people react to. I got this water and didn't even drink it. It's LaCroix, whatever. But that's how it is in real life. When you say the truth, when you shine a light on something that's glaringly fucking obvious, holy shit, the world comes at you. People come at you. You can know something devastating in the family, that everyone knows is true. That everyone knows, that everyone's talked about, that you've talked about with everyone. And the second you're running your little simulation, your play about life, in life, like you're running the family simulation, making dinner, and you just blurt out, Dad's been fucking, his secretary for 10 years. Everyone goes crazy. The whole house erupts. In truth, no, that's not it. Someone's mad. How dare you say that? How dare you do this right here? Plates are flying, glasses getting broken, and all you did was shine a light that everyone fucking knows. Tell me that's not insane. And this is what the world's coming to. Sorry, I'm getting a little fired up. This is usually how I talk to people. I'm getting more comfortable enough to be able to express myself in a more authentic way on social media. Just I'm on a cell phone. I'm watching myself. Like I'm doing this. I mean, obviously reverse, but I'm watching myself. It's weird. So I'm putting this out there. I don't expect anyone to watch them yet unless I get popular, and then retroactively someone will see this and it'll be important. So I could be doing something right now that is affecting the future. That's crazy. It's a crazy concept. Like I could make this, and I have videos in my phone that I've made that I'm sure we all have videos in our phone that we've made years ago that can be contextualized in a different way throughout the years. You can have a funny video where you're mad at somebody and then they die, and then you stumble across that video again years later. Your heart might become more warm to it. The same video, the same exact thing you've watched at a different point in time is completely retextualized depending on where in time and space it is, where it's being viewed or located. So I'm doing these things right now. I'm posting these. I'm just talking, and I think like 3 or 4 people have viewed these so far, and I don't think much more will for a while. But I'm going to continue doing these. I'm going to get better. You can hear my speech being more articulate. I still didn't drink this, did I? It's sweet. It's not sweet. It has 0 sugars in it, right? It's got 0 sugars. I think I could show you. That's supposed to be 0. It's all blurry, which is fine. I don't care. And since I don't eat meat, since I don't eat vegetables or sugar, it tastes sweet to me. It's got what is it? I don't know how to say this. Pinot Fraise. Pinot. It's gonna be backwards here, which is I don't care. But it's pineapple strawberry, naturally essenced sparkling water. I don't know what that means. But it tastes good, and it's got 0 calories, 0 sugar, and it's got like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of, I guess, fruit essence, whatever that is. And it gives it variety. But since it's in there in such a small amount, and I don't eat sugar, it tastes so fucking good. Now, mind you, I've had Zevia. Have you ever had Zevia before? Those are good. Or diet soda, pretty much the same thing, but there's full of added chemicals, and it gives you sort of like an artificial sweetener taste, whatever taste that is. This gives me a completely different taste. Like, it tastes like water, sparkling, obviously, but I've been drinking a lot of this stuff, and it's delicious. I've tried different brands, and this is I think I've seen Jason Whitrock have this on Instagram. I didn't even read the caption. He just had Zevia and Instagram. Zevia and LaCroix on his page, and was like, which one do you prefer better? And I was like, there's no way you can put, flavorless sparkling water in a competition with Zevia. That sounds fucking ridiculous. I tried it. I bought it at the store. I usually buy like the big ass glass bottles of Pellegrino and no Perrier, right? I buy the big ass glass bottles of lime Perrier most times, and they're $2 for. You can get them for $1.50 at Walmart, but they're $2 typically everywhere else, $2.50 in places that want to fuck you. And yeah, I these I bought a whole was it case of this? Like maybe there's like 12 of them in there. I don't 6. I didn't check. I just grabbed it. It could be 8, 10. I don't know. I don't pay attention to shit like that. I just wanted to try it, and holy shit, it's good. Like it's really good. It's and then every time I have a regular sugar eater drink something like this, they find it disgusting. They find it absolutely. They gag. They do light shining gag. Yeah, it's that bad. So I'm realizing there's a huge palate change to not ingesting sugar. It's weird, and I'm not going to do much further research on it. Everything I say is for my own personal benefit, my own personal thoughts, my own personal experiences, and even though it's not in a glass, it's in, a regular can, it's fucking delicious, and I'm going to keep on drinking it because it is water, and it's got a flavor to it, even though it has no calories in it. And I'm not a carnivore zealot, or zealot, whatever you want to call it. So I don't care. I'm going to drink it. Man, I did not expect to get into that. But welcome to my life. You guys, whoever's watching this right now, are gonna see that this is Aaron. This is my life. My brain is going 1,000 miles an hour. I've been arguing with the internet and people for a couple days straight now, getting sleep very, very, very terribly. And I'm doing almost super strict carnivore, minus the water, obviously. And it's very hard to sleep. And it's only because, here we go. I have a theory on why it's hard to sleep on carnivore at first. Your energy levels are shooting up. So the bar, when you're doing strict, is super raised. Cortisol levels high. I mean, if we want to start getting technical, I always try to simplify shit. But if we want to get granular about it, we could. And I don't know any of this stuff by heart. I can only parrot shit that I've heard on here. So I'm just going to parrot some shit I've heard on here. But from my understanding from the shit that was parroted on here is that when you first start something new, and I've been doing carnivore for a while. I was been doing carnivore keto. Like sometimes I'd eat carnivore, sometimes eat keto, but then I would eventually end up cheating because my job is hard and stressful, and I have a baby, and I'm dealing with a crazy bitch, and I have a bunch of other crazy bitches in my life because women are fucking crazy, and that's just how life is, and it's okay. I accept them for their, for their flawedness. I still love them. That's the true power of a man, ladies. The true power of a man. If you don't understand it, I'm going to explain it to you right now. The true power of a man is that we know you're crazy. Listen, we know you're crazy, but we love you regardless. You stupid motherfuckers, can you get that through your fucking skulls? We love you regardless. In fact, sometimes some of my favorite bitches are crazy. Holy shit, I love crazy bitches. Like, I've admitted that to everybody. I love crazy bitches. Can you admit that? Can you admit that maybe you like crazy motherfuckers? Maybe you like dudes that might slap you up every once in a while? I mean, it's in their fucking wheelhouse, right? It's in their wheelhouse. That door's open's creepy, right? I'm gonna watch this video again, and I'm gonna look back, and there's gonna be a person in there, and then I'm gonna go surreal, and then I'm gonna fucking go crazy, and it's gonna break my reality. I hope it doesn't happen. I'm not going to rewatch this just because of that, because I don't want to see it. So if you guys see a ghost in there, there's really no one in there. But if there's a ghost on here when I upload this, holy shit, ghosts are real. I'm not going to relook at this because of that. So I'm not going to know. Don't comment me about it. I don't know if ghosts are real or not. I'm closing this fucking door. Oh, and look at these. These are these are ankle wraps, right? Ace bandages. I even have these down here with some lotion because I like jerking off. No, I don't. It's just I like rubbing my feet with lotion or baby oil. But there was lotion in here, so I decided to use it. I have ace bandages because my job is very fucking hard. And I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning, and then I'm going to the gym for an hour, then I'm making breakfast, and then I'm on my feet for another 10 hours, walking constantly, packing boxes, doing some very strenuous shit for 10 hours straight, and then I come home, make dinner, tend to my baby, go to sleep, wake up, and come and do it all over again, every fucking day, and you gotta do it because being a man, you have to do shit. Being a man is an act. You have to do things, even if you don't want to fucking do them. You think I want, there's all the things that I'm doing right now, besides cooking maybe, because I love cooking, everything else I'm doing, here, let's get this straight. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate having to eat just one thing. I only eat meat exclusively, mainly, because it makes me feel the best. I have a strict job. It goes like this. Strict job is making me have to eat optimally, making me have to, wake up early to go to the gym. Let's start from the bottom. I wake up early so I can be able to work out to get my body strong enough to go to the gym. I eat better so I can be strong enough to go to the gym and work 10-hour days, so I could be strong enough for my family, so I could be strong enough and play with my kids, so I could be strong enough to walk up the fucking stairs and do squats and run and play. I don't want to do any of the things I'm doing, but I have to, because I have no fucking choice. If I don't move, my body will start degrading. I tried my job and not going to the gym. I've tried working there and not going to the gym. Anyone with a strenuous job, if you're not going to the fucking gym, you're doing yourself a huge disservice because your productivity is only going to go down and your pain is only going to go up. And it got to the point where it was untenable for me. It was impossible for me to work. I had to start working out because my body was breaking down. I have the ace bandages over here just as like a little power up, a little boost. I can do it without them, but holy shit, it makes it better. If I can, it's like life is like an RPG. If you can diminish, if you can diminish, you know, any sort of marker, any of your stats, diminish them or increase them by 1 or 2%, 5%. That's why in video games, you see a 2% stat increase. You're like, what's the big deal to stat increase of 2%? 2% can be the difference of you winning or losing. If you're hitting somebody, you're doing something that takes a lot of your XP, like working 10 hours, or takes a lot of your HP, I should say. If you're working fucking 10 hours and you're at 30% or 20% by the end of your day, if you would have worked out that day, you might be at 25%. You might not, if you keep on working out, you could be at 30%. And right now, I'm going at the end of my hard ass work day, going to bed earlier than I've ever did, getting up. I'm still going to bed late sometimes because I have fucking kids. So, but getting up earlier and working out, I go home at least, at 40% capacity. At least on the bad days, I'm beat up. I have nothing left after work, but I went to the gym. You know, so there we go. I didn't want to make this a podcast. So I'm speeding through my thoughts. I usually talk this fast and uh, it this sporadic. When I don't have a point, I can just talk. But I didn't. I was talking especially fast because I see we're at the 30-minute mark, and I'm still fucking talking. I could slow it down, obviously, but I want to upload this before it somehow magically gets deleted because I'm using a phone that can mess up at any moment because it's not a current phone. So I'm gonna end this right now, and people who watch it now, later, a year after it's uploaded, 2 years after it's uploaded, 10 years after it's uploaded, I hope videos can last forever, but they don't. Nothing lasts forever. Hopefully, it lasts long enough so my kids can see it. That'd be nice if I somehow die and get super popular, and a resurgence of these old videos can resurface like Patrice O'Neill. I'm sure, you know, there. I've gotten a lot of good. I can't. I've gotten a lot of good advice from Patrice O'Neill videos about women, and I'm just gonna say that just to have it on record. But I'm gonna end this video now. And as you can see, I'm getting more confident in my speech. My angles suck because I'm just talking into. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking through the camera. I'm just letting my hands go crazy. I'm not really that cognizant yet of how I shoot the best angles to hold it at, so you can see who I am, which I'm just a dude. Uh, so yeah. Uh, enjoy, guys, and hopefully they're only gonna get better. You can. I was saying you could see that I'm getting a little more confident in my speech, and it's just gonna get better from here. I hope. Tune in next time. I don't even remember. I don't even know what the title of this video because I went on so many tangents. I'm gonna title it a podcast. Who knew? All right. See. See ya. I just said see first time. See ya. I'm gonna turn it off now, I guess. Right? Don't make this awkward. You know. Okay. Hope it's not too awkward. Have a good day. I'm keeping all that in here. I'm gonna end up laughing at this shit later. But yeah, it's uploaded. If I press stop on here, it's an upload, right? Can I do it? I'm gonna do it. Should I do it? I don't know. I guess I should. Oh man, the world's gonna see this, and they are going to lynch my black ass. Oh shit. Well, I guess it's goodbye, world. I know what they do to prophets. They usually kill us in horrific fashions, that are be displayed by all. Alright, I guess I just stop this video now. I added enough free time, like maybe 3 minutes. How many minutes did I add by not really doing or saying anything? I hope the do nothing at the end of your video challenge starts. And you start saying, whatever's